only worth living when you're born free. Choose your life for you. No man has the right to say you'll live or die today. Born free and life is worth living, but only worth living when you are free. Born free. Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Virginia. Happy birthday to you.
I must be the luckiest person in the world to have Brown Lane Perry sing and done with his new lyrics for Born Free to bring us up to date. I am overwhelmed with tonight. I love to be in the forefront when it's about something else, when it's about animals. But since those far-off days when I was an actress, I'm perhaps not quite so keen on the attention being on me, for me, because I have other things on my mind now. I have animals on my mind, cruelty on my mind, horror, terror that animals face, imprisonment on my mind, suffering. But, you see, there's always the balance. And for me, life is about balance. It's the balance between what I've just said and all of you in this room who are trying to help us change things, trying to make the suffering end, trying to make the horror stop, trying to relieve the pain, to rescue, to make things a bit better. And that's all we can really do. Sometimes we can only put a sticking plaster on, unfortunately, to make things a little better. Sometimes we can do more than that, like we're hoping to do next Thursday, when the government is having a debate in the House of Commons, and hopefully will ban wild animals in circuses in this country. because we're all very different in this room, and yet we're completely united in one thing, that we don't want unfairness to creatures who can't defend themselves. And that's what we're trying to do at Born Free, and have been doing for the past 27 years, more and more. And I have to pay credit, just at this minute, to the people who made this possible for us to be still here. Survival, after all, is the greatest achievement, isn't it, really? We could have gone under all those years ago. We were just a 9-day wonder, or how many few days it was, it doesn't really matter. But we were meant to be in those days just a sort of flash in the pan, and we disappeared because we made people to feel too uncomfortable. And I hope we're still making people uncomfortable, because there are too many people in this world who don't care. We have to care. We have to feel. Of Born Free, Anne and Shirley and Alison and Simon and all our wonderful team, many of whom are standing over there waiting. And above all, of the people here in this room tonight who are still here and fighting the cause, I have to thank my son Will. Born Free all those years ago, or Zuchek, as it then was, we had one fixed idea, and that was animals in captivity, and that has not diminished. In fact, it's grown and grown and grown. And the work we're doing on their behalf is increasing, and will get more and more strong, I absolutely know. But it's Will who has expanded our work and developed our work so that it's inclusive. It's the animals in the wild who are suffering just as much, but in different ways, from man's interference, man's lack of care, man's lack of understanding, man's greed, man's determination to dominate and to own everything, and to just interfere with everything. We have to let nature be. We have to let nature breathe and have space, because that's not what we're doing. Man is devouring the earth at such a rate. We will also pay the price. We think we won't, but we really will. And not only physically, spiritually. We are already paying the price for our greed and our selfishness and our longing to dominate everything. I think you just have to let things be. Let them be themselves. Let animals follow their instincts. And we just have to learn not always to interfere and to wish to dominate everything. We have had such fantastically generous bids in the auction tonight, and inspired, I know, by James's marvellous skill as an auctioneer.